Hey guys, this is my poop stream, so please be respectful. Just be respectful if you can, please. You guys like this? Yeah, I thought I could only do chat through Streamlabs for some reason, but I realized I could just chroma key it and that works, so. I've been working on this. I went and mowed the lawn. I think I had the idea for this when I was going to sleep last night. And I was like, I gotta do this. I was like, I'm pretty sure, I was like, I could get like a cyberpunkish looking penthouse kind of area. I could like sketch it up and then like AI it. And then I was like, all right, but if I could get Siegmeyer in SFM and 3D replace him in a green screen, and then I could like feather him into the image. And I was like, now we're really cooking with gas. Like, that's an idea. So I could stream as Invader Siegmeyer. Maybe maybe I'm a stoner, but this was such a good idea to me. Like, this is streaming.
What are y'all doing in here? We're smoking reefer.
This is streaming.
You don't want no part of this shit.
We're smoking reefer. You don't want no part of this shit.
Can't you smell it?
He's an onion. He's an onion. You guys like this shit? A little production value? Like a professional? He an onion, the more you peel him back, he got layers like Shrek. Is CSGO 2 out? Starfield, bro. How am I gonna make 140 gigs for Starfield? Anybody else trying to figure that out? And you know, no offense, but I'm not paying a fucking $100 to play that shit earlier. No offense to my bougie friends. Oh, it's still beta. Well, they should fucking release it already. I thought September was the date, right? So it's coming. If you have a rank in CSGO, fucking bastards. I've landed on the conclusion that Skate 3 is the best skating game. Simply because its vert skating is unbelievable. It's phenomenal. It never fails you. Does this feel like we're in a living room and I'm hanging out with you guys? That's what I was going for. Maybe I need to pipe in like a fireplace. That'll really sell it, huh?
You don't want it.
I feel like I'm really there. The next step is get you guys in VR with me. Stream in VR chat. I'm surprised. I didn't think you guys were gonna like it so much. I'm surprised. I thought this was just one of my stoner schemes that I cooked up, and I didn't think. I was pretty amazed when I got Siegmeyer, how easy it was to get Siegmeyer like 3D keyed in there, and I was like, shit, this is doable. And then once I can get to that point, I'm like, yeah, this is happening. No turning back now. Get him in the chair. Get that room decorated. I was thinking about different 3D models I might want to pipe in. Like, I probably want to get like a PS2 model. Hey, JJ. Probably want to get like a PS2 model and like, I don't know, other shit. Maybe I was thinking I needed to figure out some sort of CRT. I was thinking there's a lot I could do. Like, I could create different rooms and shit. Here's a kickflip. There you go. So I could have like one for when I do vintage games, do CRTs and stuff, and then yeah, I have like a bunch of different like idle screens and stuff I want to come up with. I don't want to go too VTuber. I didn't want to give that impression, but I just wanted it to be like, you know. I didn't think everyone was gonna be so excited to see my over there. I just was playing Skate and I wanted to test it. Yeah, I want to be a PNG tuber. But also it's like, I can't, no one's gonna, you can't take me too seriously. I'm a dude, I'm the guy with the onion armor, you know what I mean? So like, I feel like it gives me some, it buys me some credit. I spent like 8 hours the other night trying to remember how to airwalk in this game. Yeah, Onion Gaming. I'm leaning into that brand. It's my brand for now. So I kind of sketched how I wanted the room to look, and then I fed it into a bunch of AIs until I had like some concepts that I like. And then once I have like some AI shit that's cool, I'll stitch like 3 or 4 together to make kind of like a room. Like you can stitch and sketch stuff, and then if you feed it to an AI, it'll just clean it up a lot for you. I'm not taking credit for this, like I made it, you know. Like obviously it's a lot of other people's art and stuff, but like I just wanted something that I could utilize, you know what I mean? So I got this room figured out, and then I was like, all right, if I can get I didn't want to use Blender because I don't have the brain for Blender, so I was like, I remember how to use SFM. Like I can green screen some shit in SFM pretty easy. So yeah, everything's like a baked down. The Siegmeyer is actually 3D, but I baked him down, so everything else is baked. And then I did like the higher tech graphics. And I'll have to come up with something nicer for chat because it kind of looks like shit. But this is V1, you know what I'm saying? You're here first. You can tell people you saw the first Onion overlay. You know what I'm talking about? That's what really matters if you think about it at the end of the day. Being a day one stand that I'm gonna take to the top with me. Taking all y'all to the tech penthouse. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Other people, what's their excuse for having layers? I'm an onion. I'm an SFM kid. Fuck Blender. Too many buttons. California girls gonna fly 'em out. Look at this vert. Look at this vert airwalk. Who's doing it like me right now? 6,000 points. Yeah, I thought you guys might. I was like, my chat, I like my chat so much, I was like, I gotta put it up there, you know what I mean? I was like, I feel like everyone would enjoy having a little place. Because it's kind of like how I see you guys, you do like a little screen, you know? Oh yeah, let me see if I can get some good no complies. I used to love doing like a boneless into a bean plant or something, or no comply into a bean plant. This game, again, no other skate game has that. And I'm working on a video for this, breaking down why skate games suck. But no fucking bean plants, and they only skate. Gotta have foot plants. How am I supposed to do all this Mike V craziness? How am I supposed to Valeli Pingo Pongo on their asses? You know, you can call me a diva if you want, but I'm a real skater. I'm a real virtual skater. Oh shit. That was a good bean plant. Man, skate is so good on the PS3 emulator now. Oh yeah, and those late switches. Little late shove it, little finger flip action. The ladies love my finger flip action. You could ask any of these bitches. Ask any of these skater bitches in this alley. It's good, man. I was just fucking mowing the lawn all day, chilling out. I had a pretty chill day. I kind of slept. I slept in, and then I spent all the rest of the time working on this overlay. Hell yeah, I got plans for streams. I got plans coming out my ass and my ears and every orifice conceivable, really. The real problem is like getting the funds, most of them don't really require money, but like the manpower involved, and like I don't know, I really want to I want to push myself to like do something that is almost, you know, I don't want to cut any edges, let's say. I don't want to push any envelopes, but I do want to like do something where I can sort of be like, you know, a venue where comedy is more like, I would like to do more bits. Like I would like to stream in bit form almost sometimes and do characters. I know this sounds ridiculous, but I promise it would be fire if I executed it the right way. Like I really want to do the Games Done Slow stream where I just like fuck around and I have all these shitty little like graphics and I just make fun of all of those speedrun competitions. I would love to fucking do that. And then it's like you can remember, I love the way Germa does streams where he does like event streams, and you'll remember those forever, and all the work goes into that stream and it's just archived and you can go back to it. But it's like, at the heart of it, it's just about being funny and sort of improvising shit. So I think that's kind of where the venue I want to set up for myself for the future. So I figured having a good overlay would be a good first step into getting more creative. I feel like I'm talking a lot. Let's let you guys do the talking. It looks less pre-recorded now that I have chat on screen as well. That's my favorite meme, is pre-recorded. Yeah, I'm definitely getting into the idea of setting up like a proper server for like this community, and especially if it's gonna grow and stuff. Yeah, I'll get it figured out. Recording rumors. Yeah, I want to have an area where I can chill with, like, you know, I don't really know what a lot of other people get out of their like interactions on the internet, or like, you know, what they like doing on YouTube, but I do really fuck with people that fuck with my stuff. Generally, I love chopping it up and hanging out with them. So, and I want to do like big ridiculous events, you know, like get everyone to like mob some old dead game and we just take over the servers for a day and do like a big event or something. I like to do shit like that, so holy moly. Big vape here. My bitch smell like weed and Chanel. No death, no, I'm handing out L's. Slow king cup, pink shit pulled up. My little seat smell like free soda. I'm in a Hellcat, rolling up Doja. Not so thick, my money don't fold up. Bitch, my phone. I feel lucky to have, I got some good day ones, you feel me? I like all the people that are tapped in with me. I almost, in a lot of ways, I don't even want to like grow at all, if that makes sense. I would love to continue to be at the same level of notoriety that I'm at, which is like, I have just enough attention where I could execute ideas comfortably and it's fun. But like, I feel like if it gets crazier than that, the pressure builds and then it's like not as fun anymore. I just want it to be fun, you know? And I don't really want it to be about me so much either. I've been thinking like, I really like the idea of giving people a place to hang out and where it doesn't fucking suck. Because there's like a lot of negativity, I feel like, in other people's streams. Especially on like Twitch. That's what I'm saying, like imagine reviving Monday Night Combat and then we all just like do meme strats or like something ridiculous. Or like we just mob like a TF2 server. That's what I'm saying, man. A really small dedicated community is worth much more than like, you know, being really, I don't know, I think the more attention you have, the harder it kind of gets to pull off ideas, because the expectation of production value gets so high, you know? And that's kind of like, I don't know, it's never anything I had to deal with, because I was never at the forefront of any of that shit, but I've seen a lot of my friends go through it, and it's hard, like, yeah, being an entertainer or whatever, doing something, it can go from like being constructive and creative to being like quite grueling very fast. So I don't try to take on any things that are gonna like make me hate creating stuff. You know what I mean? People are really hung up on like doing those big videos and they only release one like every couple of months, like, you know, do those analysis videos. I think that's cool, but I really miss YouTube. Do you guys remember YouTube? When people would talk like into a mic or a camera and then upload it. It was so simple. It was the last time I really enjoyed YouTube, was when it was like that, so. Now look, the quality has to be to a certain bar, but I think when you get to a point of like, when you get to a point of so many eyes looking at you, that bar, you know, like the pressure for that bar to continue and go up. I remember YouTube. Put your motherfucking hands up if you remember YouTube one time. Put your hands up if you remember Tobuscus. I Justine. Put your motherfucking hands up if you remember Equals 3. Let me hear it one time for the goats. it was just so funny and like low pressure, you know? Like YouTube was, the internet was a new medium. When I was growing up on the internet, it was a new medium for people to express ideas, and a new platform, like a new creative, you know, way, a new medium. So I was like, it kind of lost that, you know what I'm saying, over the years. Like it became more about marketing, promotion, sensationalism. Not like I'm trying to shit on the whole, like I think YouTube is actually pretty good. Like I think a lot of what happens on YouTube is mostly positive, but I don't know what happened to the real tubers, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I don't turn into Tobuscus, but hopefully I do as well as him. Start making react videos. Epic cute fail. Here's our epic cute of the week. Look at the little dog. Oh my god, the dog. That's freaking cute. Epic cute. Here's our epic fail of the week. Look at this skater. Oh my god, and he's tumbling. Ah, epic fail, dude. He tumbled down the freaking sewer. This guy belongs on Jork ass, cause he's a freaking jork. You know what I'm saying? And then he like high fives the camera. You can check out my vlogs coming soon. They're gonna be good. Didn't he used to like film in his closet? I watched Tobuscus when I was a kid. I watched him probably till I was 10 or 11. I was just looking up old White Boy 7th Street videos today because I was such a COD tuber when I was a kid. Now he didn't get hurt. He's an invader from Dark Souls, you know. Because the OG sauce pick, he's an invader Siegmeyer, so I wanted to keep the red. And also I'm yelling a lot, so I thought it might be appropriate. Also I'm just so damn hot, I'm steaming. Yeah, I remember Nerd Cubes. I remember Yogscast. That sort of reminds me of Yogscast. I never really watched them, but I remember they were like mean to some kids at Minecon or whatever, or something. They got in trouble. What's up, Guarcher? Hey dude, I forgot to fucking reply to your message. I was gonna do that today, but I was doing fucking yard work. I was meaning to ask you, bro. You pick a time, you pick a day, you holler at me, son. Let's get these games on, whatever you want to play. I got Halo 3 installed. If you want to crack down it, you hit me up, bro. We'll get it worked out. Ooh, look at that. That's money. On God, son. I'm down. I'm ready. Fucking RIP Total Biscuit while we're on the subject, man. Total Biscuit was my go-to back in the day. I loved him. What was their podcast with Dodger and Jesse? That was a good podcast. Used to listen to that shit. Hey, congrats on 1,000, bro. I'm gonna hit you with the fucking... I'm gonna hit you with that fatty dono, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you a freaking kiss on the cheek. Kiss on the other cheek. Fat donut. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I miss Total Biscuit. I miss the port reports. Holding PC players accountable, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can set up that crackdown. I'm really ready. I'm really ready. Yeah, I don't know what none of those fools are up to anymore, but I remember when Dodger got pregnant, she was always like farting, and she got really famous for farting. Yeah, I definitely would be down. See, like, having a server, gotta have one for MCC game night, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get some motherfucking Garbage Man in there, some Sitting Ducks in there. I mean, the list goes on, right? Jenga. Trying to think of some other classics. Just fucking play Infection, you know what I mean? Everybody get on a controller. Force controller play. Everyone force get on a CRT. Force get on LAN. Plug in each other's LAN ports. Dude, when I was a kid, I had a birthday when I was really young. There was a place in my town, kind of a scammy place, where you could go and like play games all night. It was like not like a warehouse, but it was like a huge open floor room. And they had just rows and rows of CRTs, like 100 TVs probably in there. And all these extension outlets. I mean, the power bill must have been through the roof. Because they didn't last long as a business either. But the concept was you would pay, you would go in, and then you, for like however many hours you paid for, you could like go to the clerk behind this like bulletproof glass, and you could get like a whatever game, like you could get the game and then go to wherever the system was. They had a ton of systems everywhere, and then you could play the game. However, none of this is really important other than the fact that when you walked in, they had like 30 TVs lined up against 30 TVs, and like every kid was on there playing Halo 2, and they were all on LAN, and they were just like it was a full like teenager's birthday party in there, and they were just fucking going hog wild on this Halo 2. It was crazy. It was a little much for me at that age. It was a lot of aggression. It's kind of like when you're a kid and you have to, sometimes if you ever have to go pee in the pee-pee trough, you know, at like a speedway or like a race. If you've ever been to like a NASCAR race, they have the pee-pee trough, and it's like you're a kid and you're like in this parade of pee-pees, giant man pee-pees, and you got a pee-pee in the trough. That's kind of what seeing those kids like they were like hitting each other, like getting up and fighting over Halo 2. It was a little bit what that was like on my 7th birthday. And didn't have the nuts to play with any of them, that's for sure. I went and got San Andreas and I sat in the corner. Halo was lit, bro. Halo and Gears of War, people would fight over those games. People would fight over COD. This was before COD was big, though. This was Halo 2 years. Yeah, like a trough. Sometimes if it's like a huge place, you know what I'm saying? They'll have a trough. They'll have a little pee-pee trough. Like if it's a huge, like maybe they don't do it anymore, I don't think, but it's like if music festivals, you know, that they would have them if they still did pee-pee troughs. I'm pretty sure. I gotta fix my mic a little here. Let's get adjusted. Let's get comfortable. They still have troughs. Yeah, I'm saying the troughs are out there. If you seek them, you know, you shall find, I would say. But who wants to pee? That's just nasty, bro. Who wants to pee in a trough, hanging dong? You know, I don't even want to pee in a urinal next to somebody. If it's full up on the urinals and there's like there's no spot for me to like, you know, to get a buffer zone, I'm not peeing in that urinal. You know, and that's the end of it. Whipping in my Rari, where my roof at? This is music to drink lean to, but I don't recommend that you do that. What's up with it? Man, I gotta complain about like opiate, like fent romanticization in music. Sorry, I turned this up a little loud, I feel like. Are these levels good? Should I go up, down, or down at all? I'm starting to ant fuck with them here. There's a lot of pro heroin rap music, and you know, lean is basically liquid heroin. If you're not familiar, it's not cool. All right, I'll turn it down. I don't want it to be too overpowering. I know I love Oliver, but I don't know if everyone else is gonna love Oliver. It's a little hard for me to realize what the levels are sometimes because I have like an interface, so I'm listening to it really quiet because I can turn it down. But I never have an idea of like what the real audio on my computer, like what the decibel level is. Massive. No, a trough is like, you know how they feed pigs from a trough? Like, they put the slop in there and the pigs slop up around the trough. It's like that, but for urine, and it's angled so all the urine runs to the drain on the side. And it's disgusting and it stinks. And they don't put anything in it, like there's no urinal cakes or ice or anything like that. Yeah, I used to be really into French pop, definitely. French house was big for me in my early teens, mainly because I was into like deep house, and I wanted to get like an ID on some of these French house samples. So I fuck with French music in general. Some good shit. That would be gnarly if you pissed into a pit, though. That would be kind of medieval. They should make you piss in a pit when you go to the Renaissance Fair. Yeah, man. There's quite a bit in Kentucky. There's actually quite a bit of like French house producers. Like if you go look up Amtrak, He's classic. I think he's either from Frankfurt or not Frankfurt. He's from Lexington, I think. But I was big into Amtrak when I was growing up. He's got some great flips, and just a good DJ. Really back then was when I was into more like, just give me the melodies, and I was like, you know, digging through old mixes and shit like that. A little too tired to do that these days. That's what I'm saying. They don't even have like faux outhouses at the Ren Fair. Why not? Why do they want to break my immersion so bad? And like when they have like an ATM sitting there, like bro, anybody that uses that should get dragged to the gallows, publicly humiliated. What are we doing here? I just watched some King of the Hill episode where that's the premise. Is like there's like a Ren Fair, but no one will break their LARP. So fucking funny, man. I mean, I just think they should go through the effort of dressing it up as an outhouse, you know? Like there's like this kooky restaurant, or not, there's like this kooky grocery store in Ohio, and their bathrooms are like a faux porta potty, but when you walk in it's like a full bathroom inside. Like, come on guys, make the effort. You're only open 2 months out of the fucking year. You got time to work on it in the off season. They need to hire me immediately. Season 2 Walking Dead shirt, bro. Hook me up with the drip. Can I wear it in a music video? I need that in my life. I did finish Walking Dead, so I don't think I have many fans that give a fuck. But man, I need to talk about that show at some point. I gotta get it out of my system. Yeah, it should really be like a roller coaster tycoon park where it leads into like a pit and they drown. Or it leads into a coaster that flings off the side of the map. That would be ideal. 11 seasons of TWD. 11 horrible, long. The last 2 seasons are 24 episodes each. The last one is 26 actually. So that's like the last 2 seasons are basically double seasons. So, and Rick didn't even fucking come back. Sorry, spoilers. Okay, he didn't come back in 11 seasons. Yeah, man, it got exhausting. I took a break after the time skip. When they do the time skip, so like the season 8 was when I took a break. Even though I had watched like the first 5 when they came out, like on TV. But then when I got back into it, I did 8, and then I had to cool it. And then it took me like a year to finish it. Nah, bro, he literally does not come back. He disappears in like the 3rd episode of season 8. And he is gone until the last 5 minutes of the 26th episode of season 11. Now, Rick is the main character, mind you. Uncontested main character of the series. And somehow they couldn't get that one done. I don't know. Basically, all they did was set up more extended universe stuff. They're trying to make I read that they're trying to make an anthology of movies, but I think there's no way they're going to get funding for that. But I would be surprised. So they're trying to do, like, I think a trilogy with Rick that will involve him. So he gets taken away in this helicopter. And basically he gets taken away by some, like, super militant group far away. And the movies will involve... The Walking Dead ends with them sort of having, like, a new America where they have, like, almost 100,000 people under their, like, in their population. So shit's, like, normal again. And they have, like, money and everything. And then, I guess the movie... They're doing a show with Daryl that, like, Carol refused to sign a contract for, so she won't be in it. But it'll be Daryl, I guess, looking for Rick and Michonne. I don't know, man. It's gonna be weird. And those movies sound fucking weird. It was a hella weird ending. It was honestly weird. It was like not an ending. It was like to be continued. But you can't do to be continued after fucking 11 seasons. Are you kidding me? I mean, if we're talking about most satisfying endings, I don't think you're gonna get anything else like Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad tied up all the loose ends. You know what I mean? And then El Camino tied up, you know, Jesse's story. But like, I didn't like El Camino that much. But I think it was fine. I think it was okay. But yeah, Walking Dead got super crazy. It's honestly fun to watch because it's so much like a soap opera, and it's like Just the shit is just so ridiculous. So yeah, I did finish Better Call Saul, but I have a bit of an angry Red Onion Man opinion on that show. I know people love Better Call Saul, and I've had a lot of conversations with people that do love it. And El Camino was way better. El Camino was weird, like when Jesse like he has like a gun duel with that guy. That's really weird. That's like that scene comes out of nowhere, I feel like. And a lot of the movie kind of feels like that. But it's way better than Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul is like this cheesy, horrible action cheese fest. It's like Magnum PI, but about a dude that was like so spineless. I don't know. I like Saul a lot in Breaking Bad, and I like Bob Odenkirk tremendously. I love Bob Odenkirk. So, but I think what they did with him on his own show really deflated like his character a lot. And also, I would say Better Call Saul was super solid until season 3 or 4, and then it got really lost in its own ass. But I kind of liked it as like a courtroom drama show. It was very bureaucratical, and it had a lot of like just legal shit going on that was interesting. And then they kind of gave up on all of that to pursue this kind of like wild, toxic relationship between Kim and Saul. And it's like, I fucking hate Kim. Why am I supposed to like that bitch, bro? What does she ever do other than like cause fucking problems? And like, she's like Jimmy, but a million times worse. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, by the time they're pulling that scam on Howard, I was so out of the show. Like, you know, what are we even? We're just wasting time at this point. You know, this is not like just digging their own graves, and I don't know. It just wasn't interesting to me. I couldn't root for these characters anymore. They're just being insane, and it's like that in Breaking Bad, true. But I think Walter's progression is much more like believable and realistic. Like, Jimmy makes all these decisions for no reason. Like, he's reeling from what happened with his brother, sure, but why would he pursue such a storyline? They just wanted to make some good TV, I think, but it was kind of a stinker. Sorry, I gotta read all this. Yeah, like, Saul was really, really corrupt in the show. Like, why would he even bother? Like, he wants money that bad. This dude is like, thank you, Bobby. I'm glad you like it. Like, this dude is like borderline genius levels. Like, this dude outsmarted Walter on multiple occasions. You know what I'm saying? So he's got to be pretty fucking crafty. And this dude is really just gonna, like, you know, be a bitch for the cartel because he's scared of them. And then it's like, yeah, I don't want to go in. I don't want to spoil a lot, but all the shit that happens with Lalo and the way that everything, all that shit comes to a head. Oh, this show could have bought a lot of points with me if they didn't do Nacho the way that they did. Like, that was an amazing character that they just totally, like, a lot of Better Call Saul, they could have built upon Breaking Bad in an interesting way, but instead they sort of took you on a ride with all these characters, and then they just sewed it all up, you know? And it's like, thanks for wasting my time. It's really what it felt like. I don't know, man. Yeah, I just thought it was weird. It lost its direction for me. And then the ending is like literally laughable, in my opinion. Super laughable. When he's on the bus and they're like chanting, it's like, I'm literally watching a parody of Breaking Bad right now. I don't feel like it was fair to dedicate all that time to Nacho just to do that to him. Like, there was no point in that character progression. He didn't really change anything either. He just left the fold. So not only do you have like sort of poor writing where it's not influencing the story, but it's also like, that dude was my favorite character. You know what I'm saying? They just took my guy out. The one guy I was rooting for, you know what I mean? What's up, Arian? Hope you're well, bro. But yeah, those are some of my condensed thoughts on BCS. Lay off the sauce, son. Get a little water. Hell yeah. Randy Moss, underappreciated. I'm boofing this vape right up the tuchus. Oh, that's gonna kill me. Ugh. It's like if Vince decided to have Jesse fuck off before season 5. Yeah, that would feel really right. Cause like at the end of Breaking Bad, there was like this interchange that happened where at a certain point you're not rooting for Walter anymore and you're rooting for Jesse because he's been through so much and you're like, God, he's so wrapped up in this world and you just want to see him like get out of it and find his humanity again. So he becomes like the protege, you know? There's none of that in Better Call Saul, man. Basically all that you can guarantee is that you're gonna hate fucking Jimmy by the end of the show. And I don't know. I also think they should have made him like a successful lawyer after season 3 and kept him like cooked up a different story with him and Kim, I think, and like pursued they should have his trickle into being a totally crooked lawyer should have been slower, because it's like he does actually really want to be a good guy on some levels, and it's like he didn't get into the law to be a crook. I thought the whole like the Sandpiper scam that he was running, that was good. That was good Jimmy story. And then sort of again though, it takes too long for them to put it to bed. Appreciate it, bro. Duke of Tech, go listen with the earballs. Honestly, watch Better Call Saul until season 3 and then just stop. The show mentally in your head will be so much better. Like if you just imagine how it ends, you can come up with a better ending. I think Breaking Bad is like Better Call Saul. They were just trying to make Breaking Bad again, but like cheesier, and I don't know. You got to do Breaking Bad first, certainly. I think if you watch them back to back, it'll be a little draining, but I think Breaking Bad is flawless show. I don't know if it's like how I would have ended it, but I definitely would have took it in a different direction. Like I think the cartel should have been more of like a. Jimmy doesn't give a fuck about the cartel. He's out there lounging, you know, in a pool on a beach floaty. He doesn't give a fuck. He should have been more freaked out and like more. I don't know, they should have just played that up more and they should have brought Nacho to the forefront of it. And I'm going to be totally honest, I think all of the shit that they did with Gus was like so not necessary. Gus didn't even need to be in the show. They brought him in just to like keep people watching it, I think. I don't think it was really important. I think Gus is Walter's story. And yeah, I don't know, the whole cartel element, I guess you got to keep butts in the seat, but I wouldn't have overestimated like Saul's ability to fuck with it all. It probably should have been more about Nacho. I think there was too much of Mike in the show because he's like really old. And it doesn't really work when he's as old. Probably would have brought in like new characters. I feel like in the beginning of the show there was a lot of new characters, and then we just didn't. I don't know. And all that shit with him in Nebraska was like not necessary, I think. Well, I mean, that's what's going to happen to him, but I just think his road and getting there was like... I don't think he really paid any price at all, honestly. Like, he basically gets off, you know, pretty easy in the end. I think something should have been taken away from him, like Kim. Kim should have been a better love story, longer love story, and then right when it reaches its peak, she should have died or something. And then Jimmy would understand what it's like to lose something, and then maybe whatever happens, and then that would really be his arc. He didn't lose anything in the end. Jimmy gets everything. He ends up getting away with so much, and it's like this dude has got a lot of people killed. So yeah, I don't get it. I think shows have a problem with staying grounded though. But I think Breaking Bad's ending was very level-headed. Like, everything Walter does in the end, pretty believable, pretty cool, and kind of something like a mad scientist would come up with. So I think it's good for Walter's character. But Jimmy was always like a slimy little snake rat, and he didn't ever end up like paying the piper for any of that shit. Nah, but he didn't lose her. Like, you know, people died. A lot of people died because of Saul. He didn't in the end, you know, he's a man in a box, but he still has his life. He still, you know, in some way, Kim still cares about him. It's like, what about justice? Breaking Bad was easier because like everyone wanted Walter to like suffer. I feel like. Anyway, enough Breaking Bad talk. Sorry. Good endings. I think Sopranos has a perfect ending. Sopranos is close to being a perfect show. And I would say, I don't know, it's really hard to do a good ending. I think the main thing is just tie up the loose ends. In the ashtray. I watch a lot of garbage TV. I think this is my main. I enjoy shitty. Like I enjoy how shitty Walking Dead was. As shitty as it is, I wish it would never end. You know, like I just love bad TV. Carmella transition. Man, I mean, could you think of a better performance for a character? Like, I don't know. I love how they really embodied like these Shakespearean concepts in that show. They're like these weird sort of figures, and everything they say is kind of like this. It's like an inside joke about their own lives. Yeah, I did like the Whisperer story arc in Walking Dead. I thought that was pretty good. I really, by the end of the show, I think Negan was my favorite character just because of he had a super good arc. Yeah, I'm gonna play Starfield when I figure out how to get 140 gigs free. As soon as I crack that code, I'll be on it. But I know I got Kingdom Come installed, so that's like 70 gigs. Yeah, Negan really was the protag. I really felt like Negan was written phenomenally. And I think in the end he was like the only character that really had an arc by the end, like the last season. And like Maggie coming back and working out her shit with him was cool. It dragged on a little much, but Negan's rad. Yeah, I'm ready, bro. I'm ready for Space Oblivion. I'm really ready. I've been jizzing for it for a while now, so I've been saying Starfield's gonna be ladies, so I'm ready to make good on that. Negan looked really frail in the last couple seasons, I'll say that. Like, he looked they made him look a little too old. I was worried about him. This man needs to eat his beans. I think they put a little, like, they gave him some jowls, I think. Like, he had a little under, like, I don't know, he was just looking, he kind of looked a little bit like Walter in Breaking Bad when he comes back. And they olded him out. Yeah, what can I say, man? I love skating this half pipe and listening to Oliver. Can't stop. I think you should always keep it sweet when you're gonna do like the follow-up story. Like they did do that right with Walter, how he was kind of like he just stopped at the full circle of it being his birthday, and he stops at like the IHOP or whatever, and he gives the girl a $100 bill. That was like slick. I feel like if you want to bring a character back and like finish it, you got to do it cool like that. You don't want to give him too much time to like be annoying. Everything's under a microscope at that point. Breaking Bad was a little boring when it got into all of that magical electric stuff. That was a little long in the tooth. Season 5 was a little long. I'll say that. Nothing can be Walking Dead though. That's for sure. And, hey, whatever happened to Morgan in Walking Dead? Did he die, or did he just run off to his other show? Because I never watched that shit, and he never came back, so. The fuck happened with Morgan? Did he just die and I forgot about it? He like left, right? He was just like, fuck this. I gotta go walk with my stick some more. Maybe he'll come back in the movie. No, there was a character on Walking Dead, like a season 1 character, and he started hanging around a lot in the later seasons, and then he just dead ass disappears. I mean, there's a lot of, like, 6 people disappear, basically. Rick leaves, Michonne leaves, Maggie leaves, Carl leaves. I mean, there's like no, it's when you get to the end there, it's just Negan and Daryl, basically. There's nobody left. Morgan was rather a good character. I like when Walking Dead feels kind of mystical like that. Like, how does this guy just keep popping up? Daryl's all I got. Norman Reedus likes the show, and Rick doesn't, so gotta stick to them Daryl guns. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I don't care. That's why at the end he rides off and on a motorcycle. So he rides off to his own show. Good with me. More Norman Reedus. Get it in there. Get it in the old noggin. I was just thinking about PT, like, nothing would make me happier than if we would have got PT with Norman Reedus. Oh, another game? That would be cool. Is Telltale like a Telltale game? Because I would be down with that. But yeah, as much as I love Death Stranding, and I think Norman Reedus is really good in it, and I think Kojima, you know, makes them games. He makes that game every time. You know, I think everyone wishes that we would have got PT instead, though. As cool as Death Stranding is. Death Stranding could be the best game ever. It's not a Kojima Silent Hill game. So. PS2 Walking Dead game? Does that exist? I think that's a little bit out of the time frame for Walking Dead. I gotta stream the Jackass PS2 game, bro. That's been one of my favorite games lately. It's just like all ragdoll physics. Yeah, I could talk about zombie games. Don't get me started. I don't know if it's the same. It's probably pretty close to the Oh, I actually remember the PSP one. It's like the PSP one, but it has more, yeah, it's like more features. Oh, it looks like a PS2 game. Interesting. Yeah, I'm interested, like, it would be cool to just see Walking Dead, like, pour out their IP to everyone and, like, see a lot of games. Because, oh, I didn't talk about Eugene at all. I actually did like Eugene by the end of the show. Eugene was one of my favorites. But that shit that happened with Rosita right at the end, that comes out of nowhere. Thank you, 10%. Always my biggest advocate on the beat here. Yeah, the PSP was gas, like MK Unchained on the PSP, full conquest mode, all the content. You have Goro. I boot that one up every once in a while. I got that on the emulator. It's pretty hard to beat. PSP's got a good, all the God of War games, Chains of Olympus, Ghost of Sparta. PSP has aged great for emulating, I think. Feeling good about MK1. I'm getting ready. Less than 2 weeks now. I just saw the Batista ad earlier on TV. I'm probably not gonna buy it, but I'll go to Steve's and play it. Man, GBA had some good fucking games. Did anybody ever play those top-down Lord of the Rings games on GBA? Those were lame, bro. They're like Diablo. They were seriously gas. GBA had good tech. No cap. It's all love, brother. I do got the past streams. If you guys ever want the old VODs, I have a playlist. So you can open up the playlist and find the VODs. Yeah, that one is like really ancient. It might even be before. Nah, it probably was right around when the movies came out. I just love. They had a lot of really interesting art styles because they could do such big sprites on the advanced. So the pixel art is just fucking crazy. I think you'll see some of the best pixel art usually on those old Game Boy games because they had really big, like they had big color palettes and huge sprites. So I love that when you get a real big, kind of like old Mega Man, like Mega Man X, real big boss sprite. Yeah, those dudes were like geniuses. I don't even know how. I really would learn. I would love to learn to sprite that good, but I'm not great at drawing. Sometimes I can sprite decently when I'm working on something in like Game Maker, but it's not that often. You kind of gotta get lucky. Some people are just beasts, bro. Yeah, Mega Man and Bass. Old Proto Man and all those. Mega Man and Bass. I feel like Dr. Wily in the pussy. That's all I know. Go Gadget. I've been somebody in my chat said something about Go Gadget, and I haven't been able to get it out of my head. All week, everything has been Go Gadget for me. I don't even remember. I don't remember shit about Inspector Gadget even. I remember watching it, I guess. Was it? But it was like 3D, right? And they would like CG his hand. There was a movie where they would like CG his hand gadgets, correct? I need a fact checker on this. I think I'm getting a streaming addiction. It's like way too easy to sit here all night and just talk about bullshit. That's on God. Would you guys get really mad if I played Madden? Because that's what I'm feeling like doing. I love Matthew Broderick. I don't really like him in real life, but I like him when he's in something. Oh, you guys are so supportive. That's what I'm saying, man. My stands, bro. I love skating sewers. Hey, bro. Why don't you freaking watch it? Because you're Randy Moss. Dude, no cap. When I booted up Madden 23, it had like a pro, like an all-star, AFC All-Stars and NFC All-Stars. And like the first pass I threw went right to fucking Randy Moss. And I was like, I'm going to love this game. This shit. Seriously, like I'm a football nerd. Like, I love it. People talk so much shit on Madden because it's like EA and it's whatever. But it's like, dude, if you're a football nerd, like, you boot that shit up and you're gonna be smiling. Yeah, I need to do Randy Moss face of the franchise. That'd be a good. I like NCAA. They don't make those games anymore. I don't think. Back in the day, those games were hot. I heard there's like a new deal where college players can like sign their rights and be in sports stuff. So maybe they'll make some NCAA soon. XFL. Yeah, my favorite character is He Hate Me from XFL. I fuck with the XFL. Those dudes are funny. Who's your team IRL and in Met? Well, I'm from Cincinnati, so, you know, I got to hold it down with my Bengals all the time. But that's a lot easier to say now that we have Joe Burrow. Previous to going to the Super Bowl and having Joe Burrow, you know, it was dark being a Cincinnati fan, but I'm a real one. Back in 2015, my Black Ops 2 emblem was the Bengals, so I've been holding it down. Oh, there's a new NCAA game. Hell yeah. Yeah. Ah, man, I would love to see that work out. That would be tight. I would love to see, like, college players getting, I've always felt like that shit's important. It sucked how they were scamming them, but, you know, college players are important to football people because that's the future of the NFL, so I would love to see some NCAA games come back. Been a Jets fan your whole life. Yeah, you're fucking happy right now, bro. Man, it's gonna be. I'm hoping this would be a good year for the Jets. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing Rodgers get a ring. You know what I mean? He need one. I mean, I feel like everyone loves Aaron Rodgers, so yeah, you gotta watch the Jets this year. I'm hoping the Titans do all right because I love Derrick Henry, but it's probably unlikely. You have to watch the Bills, bro. Josh Allen. It's gonna be a good year for football. I'm pretty excited. Yeah, bro, because if you had the Blops emblem, you could put it on your gun. I would shoot motherfuckers representing, let them know. Put that nasty natty on everything. They got that kid starting to Pittsburgh, too. That'd be cool to see. I don't know, man. I love Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is my quarterback in Madden, so it was nice to see the Jags go to the playoffs last year. Trevor Lawrence had a hard time getting into the NFL, man. Rough couple years. Hell yeah. Yeah, I was just watching the Buckeyes game the other day, man. I'm so happy fucking college games are back on. Best time of the year. Ooh, that was shiesty. Alright, all this football talk, it's got me feeling a type of way, so hold on. You can see what's behind the screen. I didn't really put anything nice up there. It's just was what kind of the AI spit out at me. I fucking love Madden. Dude, I hate EA's launcher so much though, dude. I mean, that thing is such a crock of shit. When I open it, I like to lay in bed and control my computer with my controller, like through Steam. Fucking EA opens up, locks up your whole controller, so you gotta get out of bed, bro. Bastards. I made the layout with some 3D CG and a lot of some sketching, and then I took the sketches, put them in the AI, stitched some things together, put it back in, upscaled some stuff, colorized, got the CG Siegmeyer, put them in there, feathered them in, made a couple graphics. Yeah, I basically cranked up the 4D, 3D a lot, and it came out so much better than I thought it would. So I just ran with it, and I was like, let me boot this up and see what the people would think. It seems like everyone's jizzing, so works for me. Maybe this might not work. Why is this not working? Alright. Technical difficulties. I don't have the other one. Alright, we're gonna have to do some on the fly here, because I don't have this scaled properly. But listen, if you want to be a pro streamer, these are the things you gotta work on, you feel me? So let's get it. What the fuck is Madden's problem? This game doesn't want to be captured by OBS. EA shits again? Okay, this game doesn't have borderless window. Fuck me. Might be witnessing me uninstalling Madden live on stream here. Okay, you can see the mouse. I'm running out of ideas. I guess I could just display capture. Yeah, EA, man, is just the EA does this shit. Yo, we out here quoting ZPS, you feel me? We got ZPS on deck, you feel me? Okay, but if it's game cap and it's full screen, should totally capture it. This is not a user error here either. Alright, fuck it. I don't care, I'll just stream my screen. Alright. Where is this shit at? Okay. We're getting it. Trust. Respect. You gotta have respect. You gotta have trust. I'm working on my Ali G impression, but I can't. I'd have to hear it. Like, I'd have to listen to it to be able to do it on a, you know what I mean? To like get into it. You could call Lil Ali Brian. You know it's all day. Don't worry about what's in my cup. Don't worry about my new haircut. Still in my city and ancient AJ still with me. I'm working. Alright. It's money. It's money. Say hell yeah if it's money. Can I get a hell yeah? Alright. That's as good as it's gonna get, ladies and gentlemen, for the time being. Right. I know I broke it. It's okay. I got it. Don't panic. I got it. Alright, can I get a hell yeah? You guys never thought you'd be this relieved to see Madden now, would you? We starting off clean too. I just won the Super Bowl against the Seahawks. So we're going into a brand new offseason. I want to make sure I don't lose my fucking dudes though, my coordinators. I don't know. I lost them, but so they have these talent trees, right? That you gotta like buff out. And I lost them last time, and I couldn't extend their contract. So I was like, "Fuck that! I'm gonna wait and save up these points, and then I'm gonna max them out at the beginning of the next season, assuming I can re-sign them." So let's do this shit. People say the franchise mode sucks. I don't know what they're talking about. I think it's rad. Yeah, RIP Madden. And I swear to God, if Madden didn't die, like Joe Burrow would be on the cover of this of this game, because this is the year we went to the Super Bowl. So I got fucked out of my only Madden cover, and I'm a little mad. All right, I don't really negotiate for people that suck because I feel like it's a waste of time. So I just kind of, yeah, there's like nobody even at 80 over. I'll keep this defensive tackle, I guess. Yeah, see if he takes that. Alright, cool. Sometimes it's easy peasy. Nah, that's what I gotta start thinking about. I gotta crank the difficulty up, I'm thinking, because I lost 3 games last season and I'm on the hardest difficulty. But you can kind of tweak the stats so that like more crazy shit will happen. I might have to do that because like I don't know, this game's not hard enough. Alright, how do I extend? Okay, see my defensive coordinator left. So can I get how long am I gonna get to keep him for? Alright. West Coast power run. So is it a 2-year contract, a 1-year? Okay, I get to keep him for a year, I think. I don't know. Fuck me. This guy's still here. I wish it would tell me. Alright, well let's max these dudes out. Why don't we? Alright, so this one's for boosting defensive ability. Yeah. X Factor. So this is only useful if you're gonna get like star defensive players, because only some people have X Factor. Boost tackle, boost block. This is for like cornerbacks and shit. Yeah. Linebacker. Boost catching on linebackers. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this because it seems like more. I feel like you can force more fumbles. If you have your defense hitting harder, you're probably gonna force more fumbles. And like sometimes, you know, this game, you kind of want to force fumbles.
Understand what's going on, Enemy?
Boost tackle. Let's shore up linebacker because I hate when people run like hurry up. I hate when people run play action, so I want my safeties and linebackers to be like zooted. I wish you could hammer through this stuff faster. It takes forever. Alright. So let's just go like linebacker, safety skills, and then we'll play like, we'll just play man coverage. Sorry, my Madden brain's lighting up right now. Excuse me. Honestly, none of this shit. This is just like due diligence. You don't have to do this shit. I played the whole last season without this. I might have to get rid of Trevor Lawrence, honestly. His pass completion rate has not been good. Why can't I get this? Give me them all. Alright, we're good now, I think. That'll do us for now. Yes, the Blitz stream. I love Germa's Blitz stream. When they crack the dude's nuts open. I gotta stream that game sometime. I gotta get that. Blitz 2 the League. It has a whole like campaign mode. It's hilarious. Yeah, we gotta have a look at the free agents week 1. See what holes we got that we need to fill up. Where's the show me team needs? Go to manage roster. Team needs. Offensive yards per game is not good. Yeah, I mean there's a lot of stats. That's what I'm saying. People say Madden ain't shit, but I'm thinking like, have you played Madden? It has a lot of shit in it. Oh, here it is right here. I wasn't even looking. Oh, we don't have too many holes, actually. We could probably shore up our defense. We probably need a better left tackle. Can I, like, compare? There's no compare. Oh, okay. The Ojulari guy is amazing. He's really good. This guy's an 89 overall. Let's see. Close to home. League favorite. We'd have to give this guy a lot of money, but I got 40 million to play with, so I basically don't need to fill any other holes for now. We could get a good halfback. Maybe I could put this guy on left linebacker and move Ojulari to something else. The question is, how much money do I have to give this motherfucker? Let's see. You like? Oh yeah, we gotta go wait a week. So we gotta kind of scout. Right tackle. Alright, let's make him a good offer. We'll get this guy for sure. Got a good punter right now. I need another tight end. This tight end I have sucks. Alright. Leave that for the week. Alright. Who do we get? How are we feeling? We got them all. Okay. This guy hates the team. He's still playing for us. Let's go with the LSU. God damn, 315 pounds. Could you imagine getting smoked by this fucking dude being a quarterback? You imagine this dude fucking just breaks the line and rushes you 315 pounds? Fuck me, bro. The NFL is ridiculous. Alright. Put these guys on the line. Oh, I see, okay. Just did it good for me. Let's keep our defense. Alright. Troutman's done starting tight ends. Yes. This guy fucking dropped. This guy's dropped more balls than a fucking failed Ringling Brothers. You know. You get what I'm trying to say. Anyway. Probably should just go to the draft. I don't even need anyone. I guess I could. I won the Super Bowl, so I'm gonna have 32nd pick in the draft. So. I'm not gonna bother with backups or shit. I don't. Too lazy. This is like a challenge. I'll do like two picks, 2 or 3 maybe. Guess I could try to get a second string QB. see what we got here. We got Tyree Hill. This is the discount Tyreek. He's a halfback, not a wide receiver. Man, I feel like I could use a decent halfback, honestly. I mean, he's A+, but I feel like his run power... Let's see if any of these guys are like stars. Oh, you don't find out till after you draft him. Shit. Yeah, the scouting, it's a little too complicated for me usually. Let's take Tyree Hill. See how he does. Nothing special. That's fine. I guess we should fill whatever that excuse me. God bless me. Take this motherfucker. Hidden feet, okay. Thank you. We'll do one more. Let's see. I got a good feeling about this guy. You gotta take a shot, you know? Yeah, this mode is all like simulation. It's like really, this is like head coach. You know, take control of the team, build your own team. To me, this is like the casual kind of Madden that I grew up with, you know? This is what everyone wanted it for, you know? Just to do this mode. Sim ahead 10 years. I wanted to do a mode where I did a 10-year sim ahead where I just have all random characters. And I play on like the hardest possible stats. Cheers, bro. Fuck the Patriots. Fuck Mac Jones. Fuck Bill Belichick. Remember Deflategate. Yeah, I thought I could find a way to do it where it would be like Madden 2033 or something, and I would do like a futuristic, kind of like what's that game they play in the beginning of one of like Final Fantasy 11 or something, or 10, where they're like playing that like death ball game. I would kind of turn it into that, and then I would shoutcast it. It might be more fun to do it in NFL Street though. Yeah, Blitzball. It would be an ode to Blitzball. Yeah, throw that shit, Zach Taylor. Fuck that, we don't kneel, we run it. Fuck, I didn't even get to the 25. Thank you. Thank you. This is a first draft. I will have other, I want to have a BRB screen, and I want to have like a more chill one for when I'm just chatting. Got a lot of ideas. Cooking. This looks like I'm watching football. That's so funny. It deadass looks like I'm watching football. And if it's meant to be, then let it happen. Diamonds on me dancing, like Michael Jackson. Sorry, that was a stink play. Run the play action. Let's see what this new tight end can do. This is like POV you guys walked into my house on Thursday night primetime. I mean, what I drafted you, motherfucker. Free agency, son. I sought you out. I got Troutman out there again. I don't even know what the fuck. Oh my Christ. Alright, if that's how we're starting it, I don't give a fuck. My defense is killer. So new tight end sucks. That's confirmed. Play the screen. Play man. That's what I thought, bitch. Sometimes I get for real zoned out. Like I'll play Madden for like a long time. Hyperfixation. Hit stick that motherfucker. Roughing the passer probably. Hit stick always gets me with roughing the passer. I'll take it. Yes, I will take that. First and 14. Hold him, play middle. Yeah, right. That was a hit stick.
Yo, my sword style is unlike anything that you've ever seen. I scratch the match and let it splash up in the gasoline. I'm flowing like the water, rushing from a natural spring. I slice your favorite rapper up, and I was never seen. I saw a whisper in the dark, you thought I was the breeze. A glowing cigarette.
The Washington who? The Washington what? I don't think so. I'm about to break one off my ass though, I can feel it. Oh, that was a stank ball. Kick the field goal. Kick the field goal in the Tonka. I shouldn't have done that because they could have snuck it, but I skipped it. God, what? Just kneel it. Why are they kicking me so deep? T. Lawrence taking the field, starting from the shotgun. Knew my man could get it. Tonka's like a, you don't remember Tonka trucks? It's like a truck. And Yeet would refer to big body Benzes as Tonkas. Which is just hilarious, in my opinion. I don't think Yeet really appropriated Tonka. Like, they shouldn't have just let him have it. Fucking with the overlay? Is Schwicked enough for you? Is this getting Schwicky? That sounded too much like Rick and Morty, and I just, like, grossed myself out with that. Big play. Ooh, wide open. 2 jet sweep. Actually, I'll go to my man outside here. I wanted to go to Troutman, but it didn't work for me. I'm bringing back big TVs. This is my 110-inch OLED in my Cyberpunk penthouse. Oh, you better get it. That's touchdown, Cincinnati Bengals. The Washington, huh? The who? The Commanders? I'm lighting them up on prime time right now. The world is watching.
since we came up, we've been stacking paper. I've been with my day ones, rapping about the same old shit.
To the 36.
Money rolling some
I gotta get some better defense.
100,000, split that up with the team. You know, ever since we came up, we've been stacking paper. I've been with my day ones, rapping.
Sometimes when you get a hit stick on on the punt returner, you can hit him so fucking hard the ball flies. It's really the most satisfying. Anytime you can get a fumble off a hit stick, it's like the best. What's the flag on? Fuck you. Suck my fucking chubby. There's this scene in The Sopranos when Richie goes to see Junior in the hospital and he has like Junior's in like his wife beater and Richie's like, put a shirt on. I'm getting the chubby. It's like one of the way that dude delivers lines in that show, it was phenomenal. I built a ramp up to your ass. Drive a Lionel up there. I can't even do it as good as him. Go watch The Sopranos. Stop watching this. Put a shirt on. I'm getting the chubby. Play that ball. Play that ball. Fuck. Frick. Who's it out here? Watch the sneak now. They're down. Better watch that sneak. Oh man, you never watched it once? Hey, I envy you right now. I wish I could watch it for the first time again. It's incredible. Like, they gonna play me to the one because they some bitches. I don't give a fuck. I got a Heisman winner, punt returner. You gonna run to the 26. That's one extra yard if I kneeled, motherfucker. Think I'm playing in this bitch? Do you think I'm playing in this bitch? Go deep, go deep, go deep. You're a pussy. Pass interference. Ref. Where's the flag? Sopranos is great on the CRT. Gotta recommend it on there. Everything is though. You know, anything that fits. I think Sopranos is still enjoyable. Under pressure. He's under pressure. I missed that. If you ever played NFL Blitz, like the arcade announcers, they would talk so fast. And like anytime you would get blitzed, they'd be like, he's under pressure. Rushing. To the 20, to the 10. He may go all the way. I miss when they were arcadey as fuck. Alright, go deep to chase. Go deep. Go deep. Fuck. My favorite part of The Sopranos is when he's like, hey, I'm cooking the pizza over here. What the fuck are you doing? I'm cooking the fucking pizza. You guys remember that part? I put tomato sauce on the pizza and I'm cooking it. You always coming in here criticizing how I'm cooking the pizza. I'm cooking the fucking thing. Chrissy, you can't be fucking up. Chrissy, I'm trying to eat the pizza. Can't be fucking up the pizza. Paulie, fuck that. That's my pizza. You can suck it out my ass. You can suck my half out of my ass. Paulie's always talking about sucking something out of his ass. Very gay show, The Sopranos. A lot of homosexual undertones. I mean, there's literally a scene where a mob boss comes out of a literal closet to kill an outed gay member of the mob. So The Sopranos is fucking hilarious. Like, if you just take a second to even think about what you're watching, don't know how I didn't get the flag for being above the line of scrimmage. That was definitely an illegal forward pass. Let me see that again. very, very. It's. I swear to God, it's a show about homophobia. I mean, that's. Gosh, that's like. I mean, that's on the yard line. It's seriously. It's so. And like, I don't know if other people. I've seen like my mom laugh at really. There are things that I think are really funny in The Sopranos, and I've only ever seen like my mom like laugh at, like chuckle at them. So I don't know. I feel like everyone has a really different experience when they watch the show. But they're like the subtlety of the comedy is brilliant. It's really brilliant. It's like it's somehow so brilliant that it like penetrates. The Sopranos is sort of this contemporary art show that's masquerading as like a mob. It's using that as like a vehicle to explore sort of contemporary American theme. Fuck me. Why am I talking about this? Oh. It was something that they used to, you know, explore a lot of things in the mind of Americans around that time, and it's like this hilarious, like Shakespearean sort of. It's just watch it. It's so funny. Yeah, they're all so dumb, and they all lack any modicum of like self-awareness, and it's just like, it's just funny and dry in a way that like nothing really is anymore. And at the same time, I do think they oh fuck me, he juked me out bad. I do think they were able to make, in the early years, they made some salient points about, you know, things. Salient, is that a word? I'm going with it. Paulie's hilarious, man. So he's, to me, you know, he's definitely the funniest guy on the show, other than Pussy. You know, I think for the time that we have Pussy, his lines are fucking incredible. When Chrissy's like all fucked up about his arc, and he's like, "You know who had an arc? Noah," and he laughs and chomps on a cigar. Paulie, the whole him being an informant is a really like amazing sort of double life. He had a great fucking story, amazing performance. I forget the actor's name, but really fucking good. Once the show loses him, it's like, you know, I think it really lost something. You know what I mean? Like, Pussy was the bomb. Yeah, we're going down to Jackaload of these Pokemon cards. Supposed to be worth a fortune. So fucking funny, dude. And then that scene, Pussy's going to talk to him about some car for Adriana, and then he like walks out, and Pussy doesn't even remember why he's there. He just was happy that he learned about the hijack. So funny. One of my favorite scenes. The way that the show, a good example of the way the show like sort of explores different things through different characters and will show you like the bizarre nature of things is like, come on, you could have picked that motherfucker. I was pick 6 all day. There's like the episode about Olivia and her departure, and it's sort of a whole scene or a whole episode dealing with death and all of that. And just in the middle of it, out of nowhere, it's like AJ's like raging in his room listening to some like Slipknot or some shit, and then Meadow comes in and she's like, he's reading an Edgar Allan Poe poem, The Long White, about you know, I have a long way to go before I sleep. It's like a famous poem about death or whatever, and he's like trying to wrap his brain around death, and they have like, she tries to penetrate and have some meaningful insight for him, and on the other side of it is just, she like leaves his room and he like wanders out into a cold you know, hallway, and he's just like, it's like dark and creepy, almost like there's a ghost, and he just says grandma, and then it's just a hard cut to the next scene. I mean, it makes me fucking roll laughing every time. Like, there's all this legit like people dealing with real death and like overwhelming tragedy, or like, you know, like crazy, you know, all this stuff Tony's going through, and it's just like somehow in the middle of it is AJ, and he's just like, he thinks his grandma's trying to visit him as a ghost after she died, and it's like, oh man. And all the stuff Bobby goes through with his wife too is like, they kind of do a ghost episode. There's like a scene where a glass moves, like really intentionally, and it's like, how is this thing moving? And it's right when they eat Bobby's wife's baked ziti, you know, him and Karen. It's a crazy scene, man. You could really study that show. I've watched it 6 times probably. And it gets better every time because there's just they really did everything intentionally in that show, so it aged like wine. Look at that defense. Look at that defense, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Dowell. Yes, Paulie with the sidekick is so funny. I love when the show gets a little supernatural. Hilarious. And all the stuff with Mikey Palmisi kind of haunting them, and like just really good storylines there. Really interesting. Really compelling, I feel like. Your first viewing, your head is spinning. There's so much in the show. Yeah, AJ does have dope fashion. The show is really a great time capsule for the late 90s. A lot of great late 90s vibes, especially late 90s, like Jersey, North Jersey, late 90s. Very good rustic sort of environments. Yeah, I feel the same way. Mikey they definitely could have juiced him for more. He was so good. He was an incredible actor, incredibly dressed. And I love how they sort of usher him in as like the Grim Reaper character, like in the beginning when Jackie has cancer and he's like, you ever get air in the veins? And you know, he's like, this guy's like the fucking Grim Reaper. Every time you see him, he knows everybody in the obituary. And it's like he sort of haunts them as the Grim Reaper. It's awesome. Very good storytelling with Mikey. Yes, yeah, where she makes all that fake shit up. So funny. So fucking funny. He just told me he loved me and he bought some new running shoes. Amazing. Like I love that they do Sopranos always has great mob wife representation. Like this is really how like the denial that these people are going through and the things even Carmela, the things Carmela will say to herself to, you know, validate her relationship with Tony and the usury and the abuse. It's crazy. It's hilarious. You feel bad and then you stop feeling bad and you're just like in shock almost and you have this awe about you for this. It's just so ridiculous and you know how real it is too, you know, at the same time. It's pretty rad. It's the best mob shit, certainly. But it's bigger than that, you know. It's bigger than mob. Sports games. Woo, sports games. Hey, we like sports. Football. We like football. Well, the Washington Commanders are sucking my ass right now. So, sucks to be them. Really sucks to be them. This is Final Fantasy's Blitzball is what we're playing. This is actually Final Fantasy Blitzball. I have a lot of mods installed. Sorry if it's a little confusing. I think if you guys, you know, you'll figure it out if you just pay attention a little though. I modeled it all after real life teams, so hopefully, you know, it'll be easy if you guys are just joining me. They're about to Hail Mary because they have no chance and they're going into halftime defeated. Whoa, get over there. I thought he caught that. Yeah, this is actually an early release of FF16, so, and I modded it because I'm a hacker. I hate that 2K exists because it's purely just a game for me to go to my friend's house. Like anytime you have a friend that's like smokes weed or sells weed, they always have 2K on, and it's purely just a game for you to get smoked in one-on-one. Like these dudes play all day. I don't know how I can't do that. I could play Madden. I could play you in Madden. But 2K, I get style on every time. Ooh, that was a good hit stick. Yeah, I finally decided to take that next step in my career and start playing with balls live on stream. Let me know what you guys think. Balls to play with balls. I finally found them, you know. I found my balls and then I found a whole lot more, you know what I'm saying? Second and 5 conversion. Put pressure on. Oh, not the fucking pitch. Not the quick pitch. They're gonna give it to him. You know, sometimes when when it's a 4th down conversion, you got to go balls deep. You know what I'm saying? It's it's your only option. Ooh, he shredded him. Tore that boy ankle off. He tore his ankles off. This is so sad. Alexa, play Bape music. Please play Bape music. Man, there was like an old meme video for the Alexa, and they like piped in a bunch of Young Lean songs. It was so funny. Yeah, back in the day, the Bigs, what was that game called on PS3? I used to love that game. I don't really know a lot about baseball, but I definitely fuck with baseball. Like, baseball games are rad. I should probably play one. Play a lot. I play a PGA Tour a lot. That's like my main PGA Tour and skate games. And I've been playing Shredders because that was on Game Pass, which is like a snowboarding sim. Shredders is good. Super fucking good. Yeah, baseball is very arcadey. Like, swinging a bat is always going to feel good. EA Sports big. That shit was big. They did not lie. That shit was big AF. Nope, not today. Not today, son. Why don't you take your little bitch ass back to Washington, pussy? Go home. Sorry to any Washington fans. My advice would be to root for a better team. Perhaps the Cincinnati Bengals. Oh, right as I'm talking shit. They pulled that one deep out of their ass. Should have played man. Should have played man coverage. It's too much of a hole. They're going to go for the 2-point to sure it up. That's how it is when you talk shit. You get that instant karma. I can usually do some ridiculous shit on defense. Man, how do you let him get the 2-point on you, though? Yeah, do the slow clap. You ain't going to be laughing in a minute, boy. How's this for a little, this is a good pop-up stream for you guys, huh? You're getting some good content right now. I'm getting tired, man. I've been up a while. But, I'm hanging in the cut, you know me. Just keeping it G. Keeping it 100. Keeping it 100. Let's go bullet. Bullet to Jamar. He's going to convert it. No! Pass interference or something. Give me something. Give me a couple yards. I mean, honestly, as long as you're moving forward, you're doing good in football. So you don't need to know much other than how to press W. If you think about it in broad strokes terms. I got my display cap up. I almost want to make music. Oh, break it off in their ass. Go. David Montgomery for the win. 81 yards today. 1 touchdown. I'm going to run strong power because he's on a hot streak. Sometimes I do think there do need to be pass interception flags sometimes, but this game's a little weird with that. It's kind of random. But also the animations are janky, so it's possible that you're not really seeing. You're seeing something you're not supposed to see. Come on, block, son. Play block. All right, we got to pick this up. I'm going to go play action. No, go shotgun. I'm corner sure I got the shotgun. Pressure's on. Fans are watching. He's out of the shot. I'll just go. Just go. Oh, fucking. I wanted him to slide, not dive. Definitely going to get hurt like that, bro. He's good. He can run. He's spry. He's fresh off the farm, if you will. Fuck boy, you don't want no shit? Ooh. Sorry, he says it later in the song. Hey, you got it. Fight for it. Come on, son. There you go. Sneak it. Yeah. Oh yeah. I would love to give. I love giving advice. I give horrible advice, so bring it on. I've certainly lived out, I've lived out a lot of shite in my times. My teenage years as a bachelor were rocky times. I'll say that. Get that shit. Yeah, boy, way to fight for it. I used to want to do like advice streams. Oh, I had like a mailbag idea too, where I wanted people to like email me and shit, and I would like just say. But I was thinking like that's so. I do want to give people advice often, but I'm at the same time I'm like, you could just tell I might tell somebody some fucked up shit. Who knows? Who am I to give advice? But I'm always happy to bend the ear. Alright, I need a big stop on this drive. It's gonna be important. Legal hold, legal man downfield? What's that? I have the voice. Maybe I should like consult the therapist and then read his responses in my voice. I would say that I might have some, you know, I might have a thing or two I might have a hair to drop in the metaphorical, philosophical soup, if you will. You know, I've had some experiences that have made me the gamer that I am today. You feel me? Come on, somebody get there. Fuck, can't even stop him. He's a beast. Alright, talking to this fine dame that's immediately showing interest. And she's fine. First black girl to show interest. Alright, I'm not gonna. That's cool. You don't have to say she's black like that, but I'm gonna let it lie there. Kind of important. Can expound if you want. Okay, I'm more interested in why you must date a black girl. That is interesting. Well, hold on. Now, okay, so this girl wants the D. And I'm assuming that you're, you know, consenting adult in this scenario. This girl wants the D. Are we talking Tinder here, or where did you meet this girl? You scooped her like Snapchat or something? How deep? I'm saying, how deep are we? How serious are we? That's an important factor. Are we Snapchat level? Are we Facebook friends? Are we just Tinder? You know what I'm saying? Where are you at? Okay. So, she's DTF and she wants to have your babies, basically. She's DTF and she wants to get married because she's on Hinge. And you got the number. Okay, yeah, bro. Sounds like you're in there. Well, so the move is go out with her. Does she live near you? Figure out what she likes, and then pick her up in a car, ideally, or a motorcycle if you have one, and take her to the date. Is she Catholic? If you got the number, basically in. Try to get the Snapchat or get something she uses. Be on her social. But that's like a little fast though. All I'm saying is once you get there, you're pretty much in, and then it's wide open, bro. Hit it up. Whole family thinks you only like white girls, but someone successful with white girls. Okay. So is this important to you, or is this important to your family? Like, is it important to you that you have a black girlfriend? Because it seems, you know, seems almost nebulae. Seems almost irrelevant. A bit of both. Okay. All right. Okay. I get where you're coming from. Yeah, hell yeah. Take her on a date, basically. Girls love that. You pay. You pick her up. You pay. You're in, basically. Don't be boring. Don't be a dry texter. Text it, you know. Don't try to run game on her. That's a good piece of advice. Text her back if she texts you, and don't be boring. And then try to get her to go on a date. I get it if the stigma's making you uncomfortable. I get it. Plus, you know, white girls are probably pretty boring. You might want someone that's more culturally on your level. White girls can be pretty obtuse, especially depending on where you live. Like if you live in a rural area, that's tough. But yeah, you got the number. Slide, dog. Put a rubber on. Yeah, dry texting is that's basically the biggest. Like, don't text boring shit. Girls hate that. Say anything. Say some random shit to like. She'd be like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? That's better than saying some boring. That's being like, what's up with you? You know. These motherfuckers are trying to play some football on me today. I think people definitely overthink like talking to the other sex a lot, or talking to anyone they like. I don't want to say that's homophobic of me to say that. People overthink like flirting and shit. It's really like, would you want to talk to you? What would you want someone to text you? I'm trying not to vape in the mic. Yeah, bro, I would say if a girl, like if the text game is dry, most people would just eject. Usually hit the eject button, because it's like, if the text is dry, people are scared it's gonna be a boring date. They don't want to meet up with somebody that's boring. You know what I mean? But some girls are finicky. You gotta feel them out. Like, some girls want to go eat. Some girls want to go to the bar. You kind of gotta be DTF or whatever. In my opinion, anyway. But that's good. Honestly, one of the best things about dating is you get out of your comfort zone. You gotta go, like, if a girl wants you to go somewhere you've never been, you should do it. That's in my opinion. Yeah, it sounds like it's in the bag, bro. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want, lace it up. You know what I'm saying, dog? Call it a day. I feel like I give like I give like uncle on the stoop smoking a cigarette advice. That'll be my advice, Joe. Alright, son, let's get this. I ain't about to get beat by these fools. First game, not in the big house, son. Not at Paycor Stadium, son. Hell yeah, bro. Anytime, the line is open. God bless you. Yeah, I used to love, like, I've always been a big fan of, like, old radio shows where people would call in and shit. Come on, get the touchdown, boy. Yeah! Way to pick it up. Way to pick it up. I should have chewed the clock a little. But I think we're good. Alright, so we'll be up. Gotta go for the 2-point, right? Gotta go for it. Gots to do it. Gotta do it. Whatever. Review it if you want, pussies. Y'all know I'm the number one baller. Yeah, do you think emails? What do you guys think about the mailbag thing? I feel like emails are good, and if somebody wanted to do an anonymous, they could make like a throwaway email, and they could just say whatever they want. And it's like, I'm not gonna know people's emails anyway, really. It's not like I would read people's names, but yeah. I like that. Where would I advertise the link for it though? Like, I guess I could do it in the description. He fucking overturned my touchdown, you bastards. Well, I don't give a F. I don't give a F. Let's keep it PG. Yeah. Ooh. Play with me, son. Yeah, carrier pigeons or messages in bottles are also other ways. If you guys like those a bit more archaic. It would take probably 10 years to do one app, but it would be a great app. I've always loved those, if anyone is a Mega 64 fan, I don't know if Derek still does it, but he used to do a show called, like, Heart Slayers, which was reminiscent of, like, Love Line Radio, where people would call in and get, like, love advice. Awesome show. I don't think I would want people to call in, but, yeah, probably emails. Or, like, I could set up one, there's, like, a site where you can do anonymous asks, right? Can you still do it on Tumblr? Maybe I'll make a Tumblr for it. I don't know. Gotta come up with the easiest way. Yeah, I would love to do a Therapy Gecko-esque. Love Lyle. Shouts out Lyle. I would love to be popular enough to collaborate with him someday. And I would love to go to his show next time he's in town. for that. That boy's a globetrotter. Yeah, it's certainly not an original format at all. It's just something fun that I would want to do streams maybe, or maybe it would be a good video format. But I would probably bring someone else in to co-host, because it would be too much me. I'd have to bring in a female perspective more than likely if we're gonna do a Love Line show. Play that ball. Stop. Ugh. Knew I should have burned the clock. We got a football game on our hands right now. Boy. Fuck it, we ball. Wait, so how bad did you choke her? That's the question. Did she pass out? I think choking is pretty vanilla, I would say. Most people like to be choked. It gets a little into the weird zone when people want to be like I remember I read a story one time about a dude, his girlfriend wanted to be like donkey punched, like a sucker punch hard. And she loved it. She was addicted to it. And one time he like knocked her out, and he was just like, "What do I do?" Sorry, that's my iPhone alarm, not yours. She just started tapping. That's the solution. I say fuck it, we ball, choke a bitch if she likes it, if it's consensual. Choke a bitch. But I'm team do whatever a bitch tell you. That's true. Sometimes people they think they're into BDSM, but really they like want to get beat up. And it's like, hey bro, this is not cool. Some people be too, but at the same time, maybe there's someone out there that like it matches them. You know what I mean? Maybe they just need to find that person. But also, I think you should probably work up. You probably shouldn't be with someone like a couple months, and then start, or a couple weeks. I don't know how fast you started choking this bitch. Choking is a good year. That's a good year of a relationship, I would say. Let's not get too crazy too fast here. Yeah, that sounds like a fetish right there. This bitch had some she had some provocations. What's the proclivities? Sounds like she has some proclivities. But hey man, they make them all shapes and sizes. You know what I'm saying? Over your sexual life, you'll probably run into a lot of crazy bitches. You might run into a bitch that want to get dookied on one day, and then you're gonna have to ask yourself, am I a dude that's gonna dookie on people? Or maybe she wants to get pee-peed on, and then you gotta ask yourself, you know what I'm saying? And over the course of life, you're gonna ask yourself these questions, and it's cool to it's best to take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? And just rock out. as long as it ain't gonna end you up in jail. Keep on rocking, I guess. She wanted to get peed on. This bitch was Dookie Gang. She was now listen, water sports gang is way more common than Dookie Gang. Let's be real. I respect the decision to not pee on her. I can't fault anyone. Like I haven't had many friends. Who knows who we know that have peed on a bitch. But I don't know many people that confess to me publicly or privately that they peed on a bitch. So, I'm not too versed in it. But I think if someone told me that their bitch did want them to pee on them, and they didn't, I couldn't fault them for that. You know what I'm saying? You can't be. You're either a peer or you're not a peer. I think you come out the womb a peer, right? I don't know though. It's a slippery slope. Dudes get into squirting, and then it's like pretty soon you just want to pee. I think. I couldn't be Dookie Gang. I can never do, poop is disgusting to me, particularly. I mean, it's disgusting already. You put it around sex, that's even worse. I used to read people like, I remember people would post, I love to read like confessional shit on Reddit, and I used to read dudes that would talk about like their scat fetishes, and it's like crazy. It's so far removed from anything close to sex, you know what I mean? Peeing, also weird. Way less gross. Pee is sterile. It's way less gross than poop. You can get diseases from poop. I couldn't be Dookie Gang. But on the flip note, I couldn't blame someone for not peeing on their girlfriend. But on the other, if a girl wanted you to pee on her and you did it, couldn't blame you for that either. Because it's like, I mean, do you really have to like peeing on a bitch to pee on a bitch? Is what I'm saying. If you really think about this, you don't have to enjoy it. You could do it somewhere where you wouldn't be. You could do it outside, and then you could just, leave. Maybe you could get away from the pee. Maybe if she really enjoys the pee, you could do that for her. Theoretically, is all I'm saying. You don't have to enjoy it. You don't have to enjoy it. So there's a lot of sides there's different sides of the coin here. That's all I'm saying. Not the poop dildo either. I'm just talking about the semantics of this here. That's all. I just want the fine lines of these things. If you agree to do it out of like malice, well, she might like that even more. You never know. It could work to your advantage. You don't know. What if you choked her and you peed on her? Now you might be getting somewhere. I hope this new girl knows what she's getting into. How many dates do you think you'll go before you tell her that you're not gonna pee on her? Before you break the news? That's a pick. Oh, you didn't get it. Pee is not the worst. I mean, it gets a lot worse than pee. Let's be real. You would freeze his balls juice in an ice tray? Yeah, I think I read that as well. I remember that Reddit post. I swear to God. Or I've heard about it at least. Oh, that might have been an old green text, actually. I feel like I remember seeing that long ago. Yeah, I think if you piss on a bitch out of anger, that might be, you might want to worry about yourself a little in that moment. If you're getting to the point where you're peeing on people out of anger, who knows what you're capable of. You might want to go to the psychiatrist. Pooping might be next, and that's a risk that you don't want to take. Free bleeding is not even a sex thing. Free bleeding, sometimes the ladies want to just free bleed. How old were you guys when you saw your first set of period panties in your life? Like a girl's just fucked up period, like free bleed. I'm assuming everyone has seen this at least once in their life. This is pretty common. Now that might make you piss on a girl. What if you dated a girl and she had only period underwear? She just refused to buy new underwear. Is that a deal breaker? Or how long do you try to make that one work? That's tough. That's tough. Getting exposed to it really young. Maybe it's actually better. It helps you prepare for what's to come in life. I was quite old when I was exposed. I was blown away. Hopefully you never have to see one. But ladies in their menstruation, you gotta be supportive. Once the fluids come out of the body, things are getting naughty. That's all you need to remember. And that's not a party I want to be invited to, if you feel me. Start putting things in the back door, I'm leaving out the front door, you feel me? With nothing but period, like you wouldn't even. What if she was fine though? Like what if she was like slim, thick, whatever, and like fine. And let's say she's like Blasian, but she has nothing. You could get her new panties, bro. Take her to Victoria's Secret. You could, I mean, you have to take out a line of credit, but you could do it. It would be doable. But you would probably fuck them bitches up too. You would have to keep the armor hammer right there on the night end. This is fucked up. I hope you're. Oh shit, they got Joe Mixon. I hope your new girlfriend never sees this stream. God damn. Oh shit. Yeah, she's blazing. That's all I'm saying. Put it out there. She a slim, thick blazing. You definitely gonna put up with that. You gonna put up with that. I mean, at that point, you might as well, you know, get the American Express out and just have like a shipment of undies sent to the house. You know what I'm saying? You get like a loot crate and new underwear for her to decimate every month. Is this a misogynistic? I love the ladies. I love the ladies. Don't get me wrong, ladies. I love it. I keep the Tampax under the sink, ladies. I'm gonna do that. Ain't no thing. I don't listen. I'm gonna be real. I don't like when dudes are like, oh, pussy blood, a droplet of pussy blood near me.